Oh, here we are.
Preparing for desert or dessert or something.
Not what feels like very long into the game in the final chapter.
Yes. Chapter 5, The Chosen.
Sorry, I was going to cut off on chat.
It's fine. I can only see one person in chat.
I forgot if I checked this well or not, so I'm going to do it now. And it's never worth it.
It's just a well. It was worth it once.
It'll be worth it eventually.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to show this guy...
Yeah, you gotta talk to...
that he was betrayed. Not.
He wasn't... No, he was not betrayed. That is the exact thing.
Hank Hoffman.
I'm staring at this line myself.
It's
a good line.
Minute.
A honey-fuggled minute.
This is going to take a while for me to get used to, too, because you saw the line immediately.
You're used to my enormous stream delay.
Yes.
Fair enough. I can see why. Mine was always the highest, if I recall correctly. Hank Hoffman has been one tin soldiered. And his little horse, too.
Mm-hmm. But is he Napoleon, or is he the Duke of Wellington?
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to run over my brain if there is anything else I could do, and I don't think so, because they probably won't let me into not Russia.
Santine?
Oh, you can't get over there. They won't let you through.
They've closed off the teleport.
Border Patrol doesn't let you through.
Yeah. This is the only way you can go.
Yeah. And I explored everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I thought we were going to go through the desert on a horse without name.
Nope, that's Mary Lou.
Yeah, well, never mind then. Well, now we're a caravan.
And now we totally know where we're going. Are going to lead the Why are we leading the caravan? Wasn't this the whole point?
Also, banners intensify.
Well, Hank there is at the back of the party.
Hey everyone, it's me, Goku.
I know. He's so happy. Look at him.
Hank is just thrilled to be here.
Hank's
actually pretty good.
Extremely just Goku. We make the joke about main characters in Dragon Quest games looking like Goku, but this guy just looks like Goku.
I mean, he's got a decent amount of defense. I'm pretty sure your MC and Mina are going to have better defense than him, but he has a little bit more health, so he probably can go in the
he can take
spot.
point.
Yeah.
I don't know about taking point.
No. He's spot 3. I'll just run through that real fast. MC is edging out Hior at this point, and is 3 levels
those
behind.
Two are interchangeable.
So main MC will catch up.
Yeah.
Well.
Explore in the desert.
It's a sweaty Yeti.
Yep, I was really hoping you run into this sucker. So, much like other NPC characters that are not one of the Chosen, Hank does his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually pretty good.
That bit of it has been conserved. So now the Chosen will obey your orders, but randos will not.
I don't know if you caught what he was doing, but he is mustering strength.
He gathers power.
Mm-hmm. Builds tension.
He does exactly what it says on the tin. He's going to make sure he hits real hard the next turn.
Yeah.
Hey, Vipers.
The encounter rate in this desert sucks ass.
Well, you're in a desert at nighttime.
This is when you do all your traveling, if you know what you're doing.
Fortunately for you, this is when the animals are also active.
Yes. Well, some animals.
Yeah. We have got to get you a better weapon for your main character.
What's she wielding right now?
Crossbow.
It's alright. Newbie has a way he could be speeding up these fights. I can't imagine why he's not doing it. I like that the upgrade to Stump Chump is Stump Grump.
Whoosh.
Well, you could use Whoosh, or you could hit the deck.
Could hit the deck.
That's a fair bit of money you're getting too.
Wow, yeah, the encounter rate in this desert is astronomical.
Again, it is nighttime.
You're nighttime.
Sure.
You know, Sir Time of Ohio.
I can't really let a fight go, huh? But we saw what Hoffman does.
Did we see what Hoffman does?
Not really.
You've seen everything that he does.
He's a fighter. He's not.
What if?
Yep.
Also, now Newbie can join in on the AoE. Good
Yeah,
time.
the hero doesn't learn a ton of.
Hello,
yeah, I was
friend.
about to say it's about time one of these guys shows up.
Damn.
Well, goodbye, friend.
Yeah.
I'll get excited every time a metal slime shows up.
Everybody should be getting excited a metal slime shows up. It's that shot of adrenaline just every single person who plays Dragon Quest should be getting.
Frizz... Sid.
Single-
Okay, I did get Sid.
Yes.
Frizz is single, Sizz is multi.
Yes.
Yep.
It's also more powerful than I remember it being.
Sizz?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sizz does about 20 points of damage. It's a pretty good spell.
Yeah. I thought it was around 12, but I could just be crazy.
That might have been the previous game.
Maybe.
So one of the things I've always kind of really liked about the Dragon games is that the numbers stay relatively low.
Yeah, even in Dragon Quest VIII, I am at like end of main game now, and the game actually helpfully keeps track of the largest damage number you've generated. I have hit 4 digits exactly once, and it took setting up for the entire boss fight to do it. Granted, it truncated the boss from like a third of its HP to dead, but
I'm trying to think if you can even hit.
in most Dragon Quest games, no. Dragon Quest VIII is unique because of the tension mechanics.
You most certainly can hit 4 digits or 999 in Dragon Quest XI. I've done it.
Right.
It is
But
not hard to do.
Because the tension
Yeah.
mechanics at 100 tension are such huge multiplier on.
Yeah. I think it's what, 6 times or something ridiculous?
something
like that?
insane.
Yeah, by the way, they can do that.
You ate my bang. I know you can hit 999 in 11. I was just trying to rummage through my thoughts to think if you can hit
1,000
Quads.
plus?
I'm almost positive you can, but I could be wrong.
No, hang on. Let me get the number just to be.
Oh, the Bath.
Apparently we're in England.
the town of Bats.
I mean, you do know why Bath in England was called that, right?
I did not know that there's a town in England called Bath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that where
It's,
baths come from?
Well, there were Roman baths built there from a very long time ago, so it's famous for it. I don't know if it's still famous for it, but it was once upon a time, which is why the town is called Bath.
Much like how
This is
sandwiches.
actually a decent time to look around town.
It's not often that we come to a town at night.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the setup of this town
Why?
because it's oh, hello.
This is an extremely Cockney ghost.
I'm pretty sure if you search where he was, you'll be able to find something.
My eyes are having time.
Please continue to go around in circles like this.
You know I will. I care not.
All seeds go straight into Mina. If
That
previous
was a strength
captains got
seed,
me into-
not a health
Straight into Mina.
seed. No.
Well, it's not going to Maya. And I can't think of anyone else who could use it.
We save them for Ragnar.
That's fair.
Save him
Yep.
for Elena.
So, my battle records quote: maximum damage in a turn. Oh, excuse me. I am mistaken. That is combined damage that the thing is. And the maximum combined damage in a turn was 1,609 points of damage.
It's pretty solid.
But that was my entire party beating the shit out of a physical-only boss. And I'm pretty sure I brought Yangus to that fight, so that's like cheating.
Man. I always kind of want to play 8 again, just because I love Yangus.
Yangus
pretty
is
good.
friggin' great. Also, the DS version, I will argue, is actually worth playing.
Oh, sure. I thought you were talking about the PS2 version where I was just...
No.
The DS version would be a 3DS version.
Or 3DS version, excuse me. Yes,
Yeah,
I do mean that.
3DS.
It's my 3DS. But
3DS is a little rougher to emulate.
it is... I mean playing it for yourself, specifically because random encounters aren't in that game. It's symbol-based in that you run into a monster on the map to start a fight. And yeah, they will run at you. You'll still get some encounters that you may not aim to be getting in, but it means you can encounter, or you can evade a huge majority of the random encounters in that game if you're so inclined.
Mm-hmm. They do that in Dragon Quest XI as well.
Yeah, but it means you can power through the game if you are so inclined. You'll be a little underleveled for some points, but you'll be fine. The other thing is, because it's that symbol-based random encounter thing, you can regenerate what monster groups are available for you to fight at any point in... Is that armor glowing?
So it is.
That armor in the back there?
Yeah.
Why could it possibly be glowing?
Oh, I don't know. Could be anything. Killed the entire monster invasion. Died in process.
What if I... So that's the armor that the ghosts...
Well, the ghost said that his armor was stolen, though. So that's...
This is a replica.
It's a fake.
It's a false armor.
I mean, it's probably still armor. I don't know if it's any good.
It's a display piece.
It's just a model. Sorry, Hank. Brutal.
This game's weird.
Oh boy, mini medals.
Huh. We're
No
gonna
time for hot
avoid
springs.
talking to that guy. He may have a hint for me. I care not for his hints.
You know exactly what he's going to say.
I know exactly what he's going to say, and I've dealt enough.
What? 2 inns in the same town? What?
I have dealt
Yeah, that's weird.
enough with the horny people in Builders 2.
Seems like commerce has come through here.
Yeah. Commerce by the name of Tulum.
Seems like the other end's more interesting.
Mm-hmm. I like this Dutch angle. You've given everything.
Yep.
I don't think that leather shield is worth it for anyone.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the bag. and
Straight
call
into
it
the
a-
bag.
Pretty sure MC's still using a scale shield?
No, MC has a iron shield.
Oh, that's right. The MC has full armor. She just has a cruddy weapon.
Yes, I decided to go armor in lieu of weapon because I was dying more than things weren't.
Then not killing things.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, he'll keep telling you the same thing.
In case you've forgotten or weren't paying attention the first time.
Proper resting place, also known as on newbie's shoulders.
Of course. Well,
The
it's
armor stand in bath. Thank you kindly.
Is we talk to everyone? Yes. Okay. Let's stay in an inn.
You should check the prices of both. See what's different.
This one's 40. I'm gonna guess the other one is $1 billion. Because it's bigger.
Actually, well, we'll see.
Oh, okay, I see. I get it. They're cheaper. All right. Yeah, sure.
The other guy is a swindler.
Does he steal my money?
No.
I mean, he charges you 40.
Maybe the beds are really good. Maybe it's better quality. You know, you can charge more for better quality.
It's true, but I don't know how much better quality it would be.
Yeah, nothing better in terms of armor here.
Well, actually.
Oh, an iron shield.
Right.
Well, check the weapon shop first,
Yeah.
see if there's
She's
anything good
got
there.
Pilgrim.
She's
equip
got
sets.
cleric power.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I mean, you could get a lance. You could also just teleport back to Ballymoral and buy a broadsword.
But they're talking about Tulun, and Tulun has broadswords waiting for me.
no, he doesn't. Those are. Oh wait, no, he put them in his pockets, didn't he?
He did.
He might.
He has them.
He does have broadswords. I don't know about FF5 having different types of hotels that give you a bigger bonus. I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. I know Breath of the Wild definitely does.
Boats. Boats are never good. Boats are a sickness that must be purged.
You're still scarred from Breath of Fire.
Old man.
I was going to suggest that the next strategy game you play that gets added to the docket be Battlefleet Gothic.
Nope.
Why not? It's a good game.
Nope.
What you got against Battlefleet Gothic, Crumb?
I have plenty of things.
Do explain.
No, I don't need to. Besides, we've got Cyclones to deal with. All 5 of them.
An entire group. Whatever will I do?
Well, you're going to cast a wind spell on creatures made of wind.
It'll be fine.
It's a cunning plan that cannot... Well, apparently it was a cunning plan that could not fail.
Yeah, these guys don't have resistance to it. They're too weak of a monster type. They do have quite a high resistance to fire, though.
Yeah, apparently.
Incidentally, I just checked out the Sisters battle theme today in the NES version, and I think it might be fancier than any subsequent rendition of it I've ever heard.
Yep. No, the original rendition of the game's battle music is very crisp, but they try to either add stuff or subtract stuff to make things stand out more in every version after, and they take something away by doing
Yeah, like there's a lot of neat counterpoint stuff happening in the NES compositions. You know what also is a casualty of that in like every adaptation past the original 2 or 3 is Cybuster's theme. It just gets completely mulched with every version that isn't solid MIDI.
Who?
Oh, excuse me, from Super Robot Wars.
Okay. I mean, I'm always on the docket of Robot Wars J soundtrack is the best one. Mainly because they did that weird tempo thing.
Yeah, it does the giant up-tempo shift on a lot of things.
There's the steel broadsword. Hooray!
But
It exists.
Tulun?
This is the worst
I'll
part
tell
I've
you,
ever seen.
I will make a deal with you, Crumb. If I am walking towards a dungeon, I will buy the sword, but if I can get Tulun before a dungeon...
That's okay. There's plenty of stuff you should explore around this place before you buy anything.
That's right.
A golden tiara.
Golden tiaras are very good buys.
Yes.
You don't want to be fuddled. I don't want to be fuddled.
I'm fairly certain the golden tiara stayed on my main character for a very, very long time. Probably longer than it should have.
It
just
can
because
stay on the casters forever.
Yeah, unless you find a better hat.
I mean, What's better, a couple points of defense or not silence?
Well, it depends on what the other
Fuddle
effects
isn't
are.
silence.
Fuddle's confuse,
No. Well,
Fizzle
which is
silence.
still powerful
Yeah.
and something you should be defending against.
Casa Branca. Every time I see it.
Casablanca, thank you.
Yeah, Casa Branca.
Do tell. We get new challenger.
Did I hit this pot? Okay, I did. Is there a pot
Yes.
here, though? No, there's a sign.
Hello.
Ah,
Hello.
welcome.
You can
We're in a
out-
port town.
I see.
you
What
can
do you
out-
think the port town is called?
Port Town.
Pretty close, really.
Okay, so it's going to be a bit until we get to Tulum. He has already dispersed.
Just keep looking around.
Garbage.
Money.
What is with games and, well, okay.
With the name Pharos?
Yeah, and also it's generally has to do with light.
You're just thinking of Golden Sun.
I'm also thinking of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that too.
Like, it comes up a bit. Barkeep.
Barkeep, I'll have another.
The Pharos was a small peninsula at Alexandria, Egypt. In ancient times, an island with a large lighthouse also called Pharos on it.
Oh, there you go.
So it was the word for the lighthouse at Alexandria.
Yes, the Great Lighthouse. When you build a Great Lighthouse, you get a free lighthouse, and also your naval units move one further space. And see one space further.
Sometimes it's better to build a lighthouse than curse the darkness.
Sometimes it's better to let another civilization build a Great Lighthouse if you're on a map that doesn't have a lot of water.
Yes, well.
Or if you're,
That's
you know, not England. What's up?
Nothing, I just can't remember if I talked to that woman.
I'm sure
or
you've
not.
talked to just about everybody in town.
I did. I think I absorbed all the information I'm going to, so time to go to
Save
the port.
save for the actual port over here, yeah.
Oh. Oh, look at this. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, you were like, oh, look at this, 7 barrels. Oh man, look at all these other barrels.
Hell yeah. This specifically, this right here,
Yeah.
this is something you can make at Dragon Quest Builders.
Well, those bags are also something that you can check in, like, from 7 to 11.
It's just funny to me.
Oh, I know.
Got any bets on whose ship this is?
Well,
Mine.
we already know whose ship it is. Yes.
It's a distressing lack of seeds of strength going to Mina.
I'm surprised Newbie's not just shoving them down the main character's throat.
There's also that, yeah.
What about Ragnar?
He doesn't
What about
need 'em.
Ragnar?
He's already going to hit hard enough as is.
Seems...
Doing?
Gluing. Man, I don't know. I don't know what accent this is supposed to be.
Alright.
Also, Medic Guy 2B, mini medals being oh no. I reacted literally the same way the first time I saw a mini medal pop up in Newbie's first Dragon Quest Builders 2 stream. Just nope.
Luckily,
Sorry, stepped away. What was the term that was confusing people?
Clued.
Oh, that's like hoisting the sails.
Luckily, in Builders 2...
And Hydrite's got it for us. Clued, cluing, clues. To roll or coil into a ball. Also clue, nautical. To raise the lower corners of a square sail by means of clue lines.
Like I said.
Yep. That was just the fancy version.
But anyway.
I know how to boat.
It is worth mentioning that the mini medals in Builders 2 are not check everything hunts.
Yeah, it's find puzz, as I understand it.
Do puzzles and do the challenges on the island.
Right.
I use the mini medals as a way to force myself to talk to people in towns the first time I play the game, because otherwise I'd just go straight to the direction I want to go and ignore everything else.
Which is funny, because talking to people doesn't get you mini medals.
Yes, but I learn more stuff about the story by talking to people and such. Stuff that I would skip, but since there's like medals nearby, I might as well talk to that person while I'm here. Oh, neat, that thing came up.
I learned that... Okay, so I had an off-air theory.
Okay.
That kind of makes a bit of the relationship make a bit more sense.
Okay.
So I
checked everything.
Yeah, I think the elf that sacrificed herself in the hometown, I think that was my mom.
Okay, that wasn't.
An interesting thought, but unfortunately not.
No, that one is straight up being told that you two grew up together.
As an aside, though, you did get some information about the main character's parentage at some point, if I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. I am 90% sure at this point that the main character has a elven mother.
Okay.
Elven wasn't the origin that you were given at any rate.
Yes, but it was, I heard a bird came down from the heavens and
Newbie has seen that elves can fly or whatever in this game,
so there is
it's
that.
fair.
Exactly. I don't think my mom was a bird.
I suspect that there may be more options than just the two presented.
I like that a lot, though. My mom's a bird, okay? Shut up.
Although, I will say...
I mean, Samus.
Elrond's mom was a bird for a while.
Shapeshifters are weird.
It's a theory that during one of the times that Doc was playing...
Oh, a princess from Russia was on a town.
Was on a town.
Santee.
On a town. On the boat. That just left right before, things happened.
Meanwhile, this girl is just screwing around at the helm of a ship that's just stuck in dock.
So there was a thing, again, being talked about on one of Doc's streams about Samus, because the whole thing with like Samus's proportions that always comes up is that like she's 6'4" or something crazy like that, but apparently only weighs 180 pounds.
That seems very wrong.
That was a misprint in the magazine article. She's not actually 6'4".
But propose the idea, hollow bones.
That would actually be very funny.
No, Samus is only supposed to be like 5'6" or something like that.
I see.
Which it is a bummer. I liked it a bit better when she was like 6'3", 6'4".
Well, it would make sense
Counterpoint.
if she was ludicrously muscular and 5'4" and 180 pounds.
Counterpoint, they got the weight wrong.
Yes. It would make a lot more sense if she's about $160 and about 5'6", 5'7".
Well,
because she is supposed to be just solid, massive muscle.
I mean,
Are you gonna buy that
5'6" is
sword
pretty
or
tall for
no?
a
Or are you just gonna go keep going?
it's all
Or
about
the-
Tulum.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
You're gonna
he's
go
got
find Tulum.
shipping lanes to fix.
Tulum's at the beacon, which is clearly over this way.
It is.
Be careful. Encounters get more dangerous every time you cross a bridge. Well-known fact.
These guys are lightweights.
They're featherweights, in fact.
Boo.
For those that don't get boxing term, featherweight is the weight class below lightweight.
Man, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it was
yeah.
a weight class, but...
Yep. And I believe it's welterweight is the one above it.
I see.
What about bantam?
Yeah, maybe bantam. It's
The low-end weight classes are weird.
a lot of the weight classes are weird. That's really the only person that need to be healed.
Maybe I recently watched Ip Man 3 and saw Mike Tyson again. Have you seen Ip Man?
No.
Okay, you should watch it. Because Mike Tyson's in it.
He's a big guy.
Okay, no, I have to know. What is Mike Tyson doing in a Kung Fu movie?
Yeah, well, you should see it,
Yes.
or at
What
least
is
just look it up.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing in a Kung Fu movie?
Fighting Bruce Lee, obviously.
And losing.
Yeah. Bruce Lee was his teacher, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Bruce Lee taught a lot of people.
The hell is welterweight?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody actually look up where welterweight falls.
All right,
All right.
on.
Go ahead, you got it. So while that's happening and we're looking around, remember you can use the heal all button in the options menu.
Yeah, but that I feel like is never actually optimal. It just gets it done.
It
guess.
just uses heal until it's the most efficient, I think. Anyhow, it's a fighter in a class of boxer who weighs up to 147 pounds, one heavier than a lightweight and lighter than a middleweight.
There you go. So it's actually
Now
right.
we know.
Welterweight is after lightweight. It is feather, light, welter, medium, and then I think it is heavy and super heavy are the higher ones. Bantam might be up there too.
The world may never know.
Because that's the one that they always bring up is the super heavyweight champion. Because that's you're gonna get the biggest men.
The big boys.
I mean, I did just kill 6
Bantamweight is a
guys.
class in boxing for boxers who weigh above 115 pounds and up to 118 pounds.
Oh,
That seems an abnormally narrow weight band to me, but you know.
It as somebody who did wrestling and we didn't get names for our weight classes, but was in the lower weight range. Yes, they get very slight at the lower weights. When you get
It
to the
makes
higher,
sense.
when you get to the higher weights, they get
broader.
yes. Because remember, the difference at that low of a weight is literally just muscle mass.
Yeah, it's also proportionally a lot more of the, total mass. Weight 400? I'm sorry, I must have missed something.
That might be the cap weight for super heavies.
Oh, I see.
I see a dude up there.
I didn't. I'm looking at the bottom screen every time.
Meanwhile, we found a Samson.
Ah, these guys. So,
Actually,
much like Samsonite that you fought in the arena, all restless armor type enemies can land critical hits.
they can try.
If they have the opportunity.
Or
Is it
Ben-
bad that I want Samson's cousin to show up later and be called Menon?
No. So one thing about Bang is unless you're trying to get around resistances and such, it's going to do the same amount of damage as Sizz will, but it just hits everybody as opposed to a group.
good to know. Hello, good sir.
But now the flame has died and only embers remain.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right, so we're not going to get until after this dungeon.
Yep.
I have no idea how long this dungeon is, because this is the part of Dragon Quest IV I am much less familiar with.
You might as well grab the treasures on your way out. They're right there.
Yeah.
This dungeon is, I mean, it's really the first actual dungeon for this crew.
At the
The
same
one with the honor, or not the honor, but the trust thing doesn't count.
At the same time, going back and getting the no confuse hat isn't the worst thing either. I may have actually.
I'm surprised you didn't buy them already.
I think you've actually got enough money to get
Both.
a better weapon and also all the hats and possibly even an iron shield for Mina.
So what is the entrance to these rooms?
Rotate the board.
There they
It's
are.
a little bit above it, yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure one of these chests had something good in it.
That's right, 400 coins.
Hey, that's 2/3 of a shield.
That's right, a seed of resilience.
That's something going probably right on your MC.
Actually, if I remember right, hold up.
Your
Yeah.
MC doesn't do super hot on the resilience.
That's not the right thing. Yes, actually. Defense. So usually I go for play to their strengths on a lot of using items on people. Defensive things, it is extremely the opposite.
That goes right on to the... Well, the thing is your main character will get plenty of defense from being able to use lots of very heavy gear that other people can't. But at the same time, they're your MC in this one, and they really need to stay upright. And a murdering fools.
Also,
Hey!
spoiler, Hero is a pretty good class, so...
Well, yeah.
Weird, I can't believe they made the MC good. What a wild idea.
Hey,
And
hey, you're aware of Thrakia, aren't you?
Emblems are different.
Alright.
In emblems, it's a toss-up if the MC is going to be good or not.
It's true. There's always the Roy problem also, where even if your stats are okay, you can get hosed.
I was about to say, why is Roy brought up as a bad character for stat-wise? He's good stat-wise, it's just he has a bad promotion.
Like I said. But, I mean, like, Leaf is apparently just the worst before promotion.
Leaf is bad after promotion. He gets nothing for promotion.
Good.
The thing is, at least in a game where you can give people items, zodiac symbols, that allow them to increase their stat growths. So
Also,
he can...
apparently, Leaf was not terrible when he showed up as a character in Genealogy, so I don't
Oh
know
no, he's
what happened
fantastic in genealogy.
there. What? What is this?
In genealogy, he can promote to his actual super good class. They can't let him promote to the super good class in Thracia because he shows up as the lesser class in that game.
And also, this is the story of what happened when he was off camera, as I understand.
Exactly, right before you picked him up.
Mhm.
Like, the end of that game is pretty much when the main character of 4 shows up and says, "Hey, join my army."
You know, after you've resolved the Irish Civil War or whatever. It's
Pretty
called.
much.
Because, like, all the names of the locations in that game are just ancient Irish kingdoms. Like, I'm pretty sure there is Connaught, Ulster, Munster, etc. Like, it's just fantasy Ireland.
Pretty much.
Fireland, we like to call it.
Got it in one. I think you'll actually be able to buy
Well played.
everything here, newbie. Just barely.
Just barely.
If you sell the scale shield and the crossbow. Don't do it.
I know. Trust me, I know. You don't need to remind me.
Well, you did... Oh, now, hold on a second. You did tell me last week, remind me right before I sell the feathered cap that I shouldn't do it.
Pretty sure I said, let me make the mistake.
Did you? I'll have to go back and check the tapes.
Alright, so let's sell the scale shield. Let's sell the bow. That way I don't have to come back into this menu again.
It was actually very good that you went over to the lighthouse first, because now you'll be able to buy everything all in one go. 68 defense, not too shabby.
It's weird that they're like even.
Behold tank healer. Although, she's 3 levels ahead.
This happens in most in Dragon Quest 3 as well. At the early stages of the game, the armor isn't heavy enough that the healers can't wear it, so their defenses are almost as good, if not better, than the tankier classes because they have enough agility or resilience to make up the difference.
And then
they don't have the health, but whatever.
Where you find a meteorite what is it, armband, and your fighter becomes the tankiest motherfucker for the next 40% of the game.
It depends on which version you play.
That's true. I'm talking about the original NES Super Famicom.
The original NES version, yes, the fighter becomes untouchable because as soon as they hit 128 base agility, which they will do pretty quickly, and they put on that meteorite armband, they hit the agility cap.
Yeah, they cap out agility, which means they are just a brick shit house for the next sizable chunk of the game.
No, I can't zoom to that tower, right?
Nope, you can only zoom to towns.
Dumb. Understandable, but dumb.
You can zoom to safe locations.
Oh man. So Chrome, we talked a lot about Pokemon yesterday.
We did.
And again,
if you spoil anything, I will kill you.
I will always avoid saying any spoilers.
Uh-huh.
And just mention quality of life stuff that they keep adding and surprising me with. And it's a very minor thing, but I appreciate it a lot. There's no cutscene for when you use your fast travel anymore.
Really?
Just zoom gone.
And there's a loading screen, but it feels way shorter than it was on the DS one.
Neat.
I understand that when they went from the very base game to new games, they wanted to show off all sorts of neat little things, like you're pulling things out to show your Pokemon and all that fun stuff. And then it's like, oh, this is so cool. And then you realize how much time that wastes every single time you do it. And now people have complained enough, they're like, maybe I should scale this back a little bit.
You missed.
I did. Sorry, I was looking at chat.
It's
admit when I'm looking at chat.
It's just when you stood there for a second, I realized what had happened.
You almost pulled a rumble. Missed the spot you were aiming for.
Man, I still feel bad about that.
You shouldn't. It happens. Okay, so this is something I wanted to talk about just because you started finding a bunch of mini-medals. In the original game, there were only 30-something mini-medals. And they actually took up an inventory slot, which was annoying. However, in the original game, it isn't one where you build up a certain amount and then you get a prize. It was like another shop, where if you
mentioned this before, actually.
Okay, well, it's still cool. It was also incredibly exploitative, and you could kind of break the game over your knee. Exploitative, there we go.
Exploitable, I think. Exploitative generally indicates that it's the MIDI metal vendor who's exploiting you.
Well, accurate.
A little bit of both.
Possibly, but
a little bit of column A, a
in this
little bit of
version,
column
you'll get one copy of each item, I believe.
Yes, in this one, it's just as soon as you get to a certain amount of medals, you get an item, but you don't lose them. It just says, all right, you've gotten 35, so now you get this.
Yeah, it's just once you hit a threshold count, you get a new.
Yes.
All right, I've gone right wrong way.
Yes.
Hey, magic water never went amiss.
Wires.
Also,
Dragon Quest 11 question: how much gambling did you all do for your gear? Not that much, actually. I think
I didn't even gamble that much for gear. I did enough to get the completion and unique items, and then called it a day.
It's a well-known fact that casinos and Dragon Quest games are a myth.
I think I did enough to pick up some recipes, but not much beyond that.
Yeah, that's literally what I mean. I picked up the recipes and then was like, I'm done. I did the thing I needed for Chivos.
I didn't really care about the Chivos so much. It's just more of a, I'm curious what this recipe is.
And that's because you're a coward.
Or we each play the game differently, and no one's fun is wrong.
No, I like Newbie's explanation.
I am also a coward, but that's fine.
I need to go the other path as well. Oh, uh-oh.
So
Wait.
Fat Dragon Quest, generally, you're not really intended to be using a ton of MP restoring items until the end game, so that's probably consistent with the intended experience.
Not necessarily. I mean, early on, they hand out a couple of these magic waters and stuff in case you're burning through, because you don't have enough as massive an MP reserve right now as you do later on in the game. So even people like Maya, who have a ton of MP, will burn out if you spam bang in every single fight.
Oh!
Hey, newbie, go fuck yourself.
Well, free holy... Wait, no, she's already got one. I guess it's going straight into the bag.
That's like 1,000 gold that you just found.
You know. Just gotta be good.
In the original game, that was a man-eater chest.
I'm so disappointed it's still not.
Kinda same. I need to get my hubris hit one of these times.
You do. But although you're aware of how man-eater chests do in Dragon Quest, like the early
There's
ones,
2 different versions.
Yeah, there's canna boxes and man-eater chests.
Yeah. Well, no. There's canna boxes and mimics.
Okay.
I'm talking. Man-eater chest is a canna box.
Right. Canna box is the updated.
They kill.
They cast whack.
Nope.
Then,
That's the mimics.
What's the... Oh, are these
Canna
the...
box does one thing that's very simple. They eat your face off.
Yeah, they just hit like a train.
The canna box in Dragon Quest III was like running into the Great Links in Etrian Odyssey, where they can one-shot just about anybody in one hit.
Scary.
Or 2-shot.
Yeah.
It depends on who they hit. If they hit a wizard, they're dead.
Discard 668. I can tell you what the worst mimic type monster I've run into is. The mimic save point.
That's pretty mean.
The save point mimic in FF12. That's the one I'm talking about. The save point mimic was the grossest thing.
I am waiting for it to come up in Record Keeper.
Discard. There is exactly one save point in FF12 that is a mimic. Exactly one. It's so fucking rude.
The best part
Once
is
you
it happens about halfway through the game.
Yeah. Once you beat it, you actually get a special save point that it's a full heal save point. Like, it's very valuable if you do it, but it just chain casts giant spells at you in mimic form. It is so rude.
Where is that?
It's in not Wraithwall's tomb, but not too long afterwards.
I think it
Oh.
is.
Maybe it is in
Wraithwall's
Wraithwall's tomb,
tomb. Yeah.
but it's around it.
I know which one you're talking about now.
I
yeah,
thought
okay.
for sure.
I
there
think
was
it's
just,
orange.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah,
Or-
the orange ones in Dragon Quest 12, Final Fantasy 12 are full heal locations. It's the blue ones that just are save points.
Yeah, there's also one in the Nebraeus Deadlands that I never got to because I didn't actually beat Final Fantasy 12. I just got a fair way into it before I had to return the game.
Nebraeus Deadlands are places you don't actually have to go.
Yeah, it's an optional.
Was the Dragon Quest 12 announced? Probably. If not now, soon.
Dragon Quest 12 is totally announced, and it's called Yakuza 7.
Fair.
Like a Dragon Quest.
The other one is in the Still Shrine of Miriam.
Yeah, still trying to marry him, thank you.
The actual Japanese name for it is... So, obviously, Japan does a whole lot of puns. A lot of the time.
Yep.
But the Japanese name for Yakuza 7 is fantastic because it's just the normal Japanese name of the Yakuza games, which is like
a dragon.
Yeah, it's just like a
Ryuga
dragon,
Goto.
except they put quest on the end.
Yeah, like a Dragon Quest. That was actually the first thing I thought of without any prompting as soon as I heard the premise for Yakuza 7. Is like a Dragon Quest. Ryuga Gotoku.
Yeah. Also,
You have AoE spells for exactly this reason.
Also, what outfit would I put Kiryu in? Maya's outfit.
Please don't be mean.
he would wear it.
Immediate answer.
Here's the thing: if there was like a side story where Ryu or Kiryu got asked to be put in that outfit, he would just sigh, and then it would smash cut to him in the outfit.
You see, that's the thing, is he's dignified enough to make it work and make it hysterical. comical.
There
The
is-
more serious a character is, the funnier it is to have silly things happen to them.
There is a side story in the 6th game where he dresses up as like the mascot for
Hey, a crossbow.
the town.
Huh. Now I'm just thinking of like the Blue Badger or something from Phoenix Wright.
It's like an orange.
Huh.
I mean, like every prefecture in Japan has a mascot.
Has a ridiculous mascot. I'm aware of that. I just didn't know what the mascot was in this case.
Am I boring you?
No, it's been a
Okay.
long day.
Yeah. It's been a long day for me too.
I also just got back from a very wonderful but also very Italian dinner, so
And
I'm full
boy,
of good
are
food.
your... No, wait, that's the
Oh
thing
boy.
else.
hey, the actual dangerous creatures are here.
Hit the deck!
Blue should work on flying, just using that. No, like, justification.
Bang is a great idea for right now.
I mean, I did.
Yeah,
Ha, hello.
yeah, that's why. I wasn't kidding when I said the actual dangerous creatures are here.
Ooh, you hate to
By the
see
way,
that happen.
pterodons don't give two shits about your magic.
Pteranodons?
Probably pterodons more. I might be thinking of their upgraded forms, which I think are called pterodons.
We are barely going to squeak out of this.
Oh,
Barely
thank
going
God
to
he wasted
yeah,
his time.
barely
I
gonna
actually
squeak
would
it
have
out.
had the MC defend there, but it worked out.
And
It's okay. You've got medicinal stuff to go through here.
I have heal all.
Well, you have items is more what I was referring to.
Yeah, they're honestly probably the better choice here. You may need to still do things up here.
I would save a couple on Maya in case she has to heal on her turn.
No,
But you have like a whole bunch on the MC.
when you're right, you're right. I think we had these on the MC for the solo fight.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
So I don't think I had... No, I had Big Cure.
You had
Yeah.
Big Cure, but it's quite expensive.
It was in case you ran out.
Like, you can use Big Cure on Hoffman, but
Yeah, you have mid heal for this exact reason.
Hoffman gets the packed lunch.
There you go.
here, Hoffman, have a hoagie.
Yum yum.
It's probably delicious.
There we go.
Yeah, now you're at a reasonable HP level. But yeah, the not dinosaurs in this are actually quite lethal.
What luck?
Now we need to find Andrea Vestora.
Uh-huh.
Alternatively, just head up to the top floor and maybe reignite the beacon, one or the other.
Tomato, tomato.
They're like the same thing.
Rude.
Well,
Okay.
that's you see the way you have to go, so let's go not that way.
Well, let's use our
Scope
wizard
out a
eyes.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so there could be a treasure there. I doubt it.
I doubt it as well.
I like the recolored were-tiger sprite there.
It means it's not a normal were-tiger.
That's not a normal tiger.
That, however, is a treasure chest over there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we can
it's-
just walk to it, if I remember correctly.
Run the risk of getting random encounter to get a free golden tiara that we will shove into the pit.
Until you can give it to your princess when she shows up.
She can probably wear that, yeah.
Absolutely. All ladies can wear the golden tiara.
Straight on to Tulun goes the golden tiara. I wish.
Is Tulun a princess?
Nope.
Survey says no. Tulun is not
Wait.
royalty.
Okay. I don't think we've heard the music go on this long.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, anyway,
Surprised you didn't full heal before this fight.
I'm pretty capped up. This is the first actual boss fight that we've had in a long time.
This is an actual boss fight.
Let's kill the ads.
Tiger Graham for you, sir.
Aw, they're being nice.
Not casting Blazemore constantly.
They don't know Blazemore.
Well,
Oh,
It was-
whatever.
he wasn't doing much
He was
anyway.
doing a charge up, but he's here to take hits.
Yeah, every turn for Maya in this is cast bang. Well,
Got rid of one of them.
that stems the bleeding a little bit.
I mean, she may want to spare a couple of turns to sap down the.
Oh yeah, when we get to
Tiger
the boss.
So now that you've killed the flamethrowers, because I'm pretty sure it just happened, they can cast Fireball, which is annoying. If the both of them just spam it over and over again, that adds up to a lot of damage very quickly.
Yeah, once your team is 4 large, that's
Because you're going to be eating about 30 damage per person there, and that's 120 damage around. That's hard to deal with.
Whoa.
sap is one shot. That's
Yeah,
all.
drop their defense to
All
0.
Oh,
Go to 10.
Mina is.
Frozen with fear.
Alright, so this is the same damage you said, so.
She might actually do about the same damage with just her basic attack, since this thing has a defense of
we tanked,
0.
We tanked its defense. That's the point of sap, after all.
I don't know how hard she will hit with
Let's find
her
out.
basic attack, but it'll be.
What if
Oh.
we crit? What if the boss
Well.
is just dead?
Done.
So
Well-
in the original game, that boss only had 50 health. They boosted its HP by a little bit.
Makes sense.
However, it does give 2,000 experience.
Newbies catching on up.
Holy
And
protection.
3 holy waters.
That is repel.
Continuing her endless string of gaining 4 in both HP and MP.
Yeah, I was actually expecting Mina to hit 14 before that fight because mid-heal.
Hey, that's what I like to see.
Again, it continues to throw me off that you actually reacted before me because my brain had to process it, whereas you just saw the word and we were like, I know what that is.
Yep, these good spell is what that is. And yeah,
It's not.
if you're used to like me being on a 15-second delay, that'll be weird for a while.
Alright, so I can't actually look at the spells outside of battle.
Attributes, and then click on the character.
Yeah, but I can just.
You can look at the list. You can't examine
Oh,
the description.
that's fair. Whatever, you'll look at it in combat.
That's really where it's useful. So
I feel like I might get traitored by this.
well, you can always.
That's right. Going head first.
Yes,
Got to be around the front of it.
That's dumb.
that is dumb.
Listen, I don't make the rules in this game, okay?
You sure don't. Bah.
That is the only time in the entire game that music is played.
It's time for more one-off things.
Which I'm pretty sure is a rendition from the first game, actually.
Alright, I can kind of peer in that little corner. Well, actually, I can just. Yeah, there's something there. Alright.
There's no monster. All the monsters are gone.
Time to outside this.
Yeah, but
you don't
we-
know. Outside.
Outside, zoom.
We
Oh, we're
are
on the
at
roof.
top
Yeah,
of
we
the
can
tower.
just zip off the top. Back to Port Runnel. Port Runnel?
Now, what you didn't mention is if you actually go back and talk to that imp that got knocked out, he gives you $1 billion.
Nope. I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Oh, Crumb. Do you remember
Yes.
last time one of you asked what the second best renamed item was in Dragon Quest, and I couldn't think of anything at the time?
That was me, but
What
yes,
is it?
continue.
I figured out what it was. There is an item, I think, in Dragon Quest 3 called the Hades Mail, or the Hades Armor.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's renamed to in the remakes?
What is that?
Hate Mail.
Yeah. I remember that one.
So stupid.
So Newbie endured boat hell from 3? Yes. Will he ever do Breath of Fire 4? Maybe.
Probably not. Maybe.
Mayhaps.
There have been quite a few people who have told Newbie Breath of Fire 4 is the best in the series, but someone, also known as me, said to start at Breath of Fire 3 so that you could build into it.
Maybe finally I will play a good Breath of Fire game.
That,
You mean Dragon Quarter?
Dragon Quarter is actually a very good game.
Yeah.
It is not. It's a roguelite.
Well, no, it's also not a Breath of Fire game.
It is extremely.
It would have been a fine game on its own if it had just been called, like,
Dragon Quarter.
Dragon Quarter without the Breath of Fire attached to it.
Just call it Dragon Quarter, and I think it would have done just fine.
You could even say it's like an offshoot of the series. It's not the mainline
it's a spin-off.
series. It's a spin-off, and you would have been fine.
Also, we got a free Tulun. That was our reward for that dungeon.
Breath of Fire Gaiden.
I don't know why he didn't just join you for the dungeon, but whatever. Isn't he like level 10?
Yes.
Tulun is extremely trying to outrun the Monster Mafia.
Yeah, that's why he's joining you. Not because he's like, oh, I gotta save the world. It's more of a, I don't want to die. So I'll stick with these strong people instead.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've heard this song before as well. For no particular reason.
This is...
Builders,
yeah,
question mark?
so many games.
11.
11. This is the song that plays anytime you get your boat for the first time.
Also, it seems that Tulun's business success has expanded to him buying, his own boat.
Yep, he had enough money
Because they didn't
to
mention,
do it.
this boat was built on commission.
All right, Hank, it's been fun, but get the hell out.
Get into the backup line.
Goodbye, Hank. Hello, Torneko.
And all of Torneko's stuff is in your bag, so examine that bag for...
Money. A lot of money.
Damn.
I wish. Look at those 7 steel broadswords.
Thanks for the shit.
Yeah. Also a bunch of herbs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, keeping some stuff in this guy's bag is absolutely...
Okay, so at this point you have the boat, which means you can go anywhere. But you were also told that the princess and such went to a town south of here.
Yeah, and also Tulun said, hey, we should go south.
Yes. So you could go explore, but at the same time, it's not a terrible idea to go pick up more party members, or at least follow them.
But first, this incredibly conspicuous island, which is 100% blocked off by reefs.
I mean, if you're going to check conspicuous items, there's also the other conspicuous item that's... island, not item. That's right south of where they told you to go.
Can't tell if you're a threat or not.
I mean, we can
Can't tell if I should have healed or not.
You probably should heal. She has mid-heal now.
Yep.
Worst comes to worst, you can just try and punt this guy straight out of the fight.
All right, Torneko, kick his ass.
Torneko's got this.
He does.
Oh, you're just
going
gonna
see Sizzle in action.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's not going to work on this thing.
Oh my, that's some punch.
Sizzle's double damage from Sizz.
And it's all of a group. That's spicy meatball.
It's just a more powerful fireball.
Yeah, well, I'll take a more powerful fireball. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, let's go get a party member.
It's not Kafrizzle, but not everything can be Kafrizzle.
They mean directly south, or are they talking about this?
Well, check the small island first, see what happens. Smaller island, excuse me.
My gut says no.
I mean, you can sail around the whole thing. It's not that big.
I know. I said my gut.
Oh, okay.
The men of war.
I'm really happy that the plural, the four group for Man of War is referred to as Men of War.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry. I got used to
the third position being
yeah. Fortunately, Sizzle is also very expensive.
Yes. You can't be, especially because you used up most of our MP on the way up the top.
Surprise! Okay, here it is. Torneko Tulun is not just a merchant, he is also a goof-off.
Dun dun dun.
Goof-offs don't always follow your commands. You might say attack, but they have a bunch of different random things they can do as well.
For Taloon, however,
He's
I
actually
believe
very
most
good.
of them are useful. No,
Not
specifically,
all of them.
the ones in 3 were almost invariably pointless. Taloons have useful things among them.
That is not true. The ones in 3, the ones you had at the start were useless. As you leveled up, you got access to more of them, and the ones you get later on are actually very good. The Hustle Dance is actually in 3. You have to be
Some
level
version.
40 to get it. But
Also, if
Taloon
you're
doesn't
level-
have Hustle. He has a bunch of things that just make him useful to have around.
If you are a level 40, whatchamacallit?
Goof off.
You've done something dramatically wrong.
Incredibly correct. You're right.
Hello.
Oh yeah, this town's here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You know, float rocks.
This is Riverton.
Rivertown.
This town. I'll have words about this town here in a little bit.
Welcome
By the
to
way,
Australia.
we're
by
yeah,
the
we're in
way.
Australia. I hope you realize that.
What the? Sir.
Sir,
What?
Sir.
He's on a boat.
Oh my god. This town.
you'll go get your. Yeah, I know it's going to be lagging a little bit. It's worth it.
I'm dying.
There's a cat and a weapon shop. Okay, so
Hello.
You
yeah,
may have come here somewhat early.
this
but-
town
but-
you are not supposed to come here for a very long time.
But if we liquidate all our broadswords,
Can I make a recommendation here?
Of not doing that because it would make the game piss easy.
Well, it's the middle option here. If you go back and look at the 3 weapons he has, the 3rd weapon he has is called a Sword of Lethargy.
Dream Sword, I thought, or is
Dream
there
Sword.
also?
It's Dreams. It's Sword of Lethargy in the original game. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with what I
that's fair,
remember.
that's fair.
It is a reasonably strong weapon without being completely overpowered. It also has a bonus effect on it, which I'll get to once Newbie gets there.
I'm actually going to liquidate our stock though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Time
Oh.
to make some capital.
Oh,
In my opinion, no.
Which?
I understand the
I was just more like pointing out what it did,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was it is a sword that if you attack with it, it has a chance to put an enemy to sleep as
Yeah.
well.
but I actually enjoy a little bit of challenge.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, a weapon that's this far ahead is probably not going to break the game. Because
It won't.
remember, it's only one character that's swinging with it. So if you feel like buying it, go right ahead. It means you've blown most of your walking around cash. That's all that's
Yeah, it's also an opportunity cost of not getting everybody else up to speed. So it's
Exactly.
not the end of the
that's it.
world if you
like
pick
it's
it
an
up.
intrinsically self-balancing system.
Yes. Now, that
You could
being said,
also-
if you were a fool, as I will call it, and had Torneko Taloon bring on 99 steel broadswords, you could buy everything that you wanted to.
Now, you might consider, instead of blowing all your money there, blow your money here.
Dragon mail though.
Dragon mail.
If you're going to
Consider-
buy anything here, I would have actually considered
Magic
the Dragon Mail.
vestments.
Not the shield. The shield's too expensive. It's
Uh,
real good, don't get me wrong,
Can
but
the
that's
sisters equip the vestments?
one of them can.
Oh.
The magic vestments are, well, they're magical. They block a lot of magic spell damage.
No, but I'm going to stick to my guns here. And
Okay.
Not. I mean, the
I-
thing is, the game 100% lets you do this. So.
Yes. This is a place you can go to. It's not that you skip something and such. The game is wanting you to explore and
It's
pick stuff as
absolutely
you go.
okay with you finding
game's
this.
not my dad.
I know.
If it were, it would be preventing you from doing this.
Stump up for me flying. Well,
As in, put up the funds for his flying machine.
Yes.
He needs a source of hydrogen
Or helium.
or helium. or one of the other noble gases, I think.
Here,
Either would work. Long story short, I have no problem with Newbie sticking to his guns on this and not picking stuff, but if people are playing along at home, getting the dragon armor is actually a pretty big boost. It's not game-breaking, but it's a nice little boost because it gives you a huge resistance to fire and ice breath attacks. For this point in the game, it doesn't make you immune. It just gives you like a 15, I think.
Yeah, it gives you a flat damage shaving on the type.
Which means that like enemies coughing fireballs or breathing slight bits of frost at you.
Yeah, the low-level breaths. You'll ignore.
Which is, nice, but not something that's going to completely change the game. Also at this point, because you have a boat, you could get enough mini medals at this point in the original game that you could buy a Sword of Miracles, which is a very powerful weapon, and shatter the game over your knee.
Now,
the original game was very, very busted.
Is an accessory.
Yep.
You can put it on whoever, I think.
Yes. It just is +5 defense.
We'll get back there. In hindsight.
Oh, taking a nap?
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah, we did use up most of our MP through that tower and then on the sea journey.
And you fought the devilfish.
I fought the devil, and I won. I don't know. There was a joke in there.
He danced with something devil in the deep blue sea. I don't know.
Yeah, it's you fought the law, and the law won.
Yeah. The octopode.
Much like the law. Commonly mistaken for one another.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. The Tower of Pharos is also a place that has hundreds of mini metal slimes running around. You just happen to not run into the crews of them. But there's usually, you can find packs of like 6 to 8 in there.
Conrad Ilton.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I do appreciate the caravanning across the desert thing, but commerce calls.
Mm-hmm. In the original game, he actually leaves a little bit later.
Newbie always enjoys it.
Newbie.
I like seeing all the dialogue.
Was there a car alarm going off in the background
That's
somewhere?
me.
Honk. Sorry, that was me. And he leaves his horse with us.
Well, he's left his wagon with us.
That's your problem now, he says.
Well,
Sorry about that. That was one of my neighbors.
No problem.
He may have less use for it once he starts up an inn than we do. Hey!
Now
Here's a
this.
familiar face.
Torneko, who can use the cautery sword.
I would buy the sword for Torneko, but not for the MC.
What?
It's only 5 extra attack for 3,500 gold.
I guess.
Yeah, it's actually a good point. This actually gives Torneko, though, an AoE.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is why I would give it to Torneko.
Meanwhile, on the other screen, you can see that Hank has joined Conrad's classes on commerce.
Yep.
And I'm not going to sell the Abacus, because having...
You can use that.
Yeah.
Once again, in the original game, Torneko, more than anybody else, is more likely to use items in his inventory, which makes sense. Being a merchant, he knows how they work. So if you load him up with a bunch of stuff, he's actually very intelligent with using it.
Oh, full plate. Again, only 5, but it's cheaper this time.
And also an iron helmet, which, again, your MC doesn't need, but Torneko direly does.
What if I just bought him anyway?
Yeah, bought the full plate armor and then an iron helmet. Sounds reasonable.
We didn't sell all those broadswords in the middle of Australia for nothing, you know?
We didn't arm Australia with weapons for nothing.
We didn't run swords to Australia.
Really? Even with the... Well, you haven't run into an enemy that uses fuddle. Fair enough.
It'll be fun.
Look at that. You're all nice and armored up now.
I have 2 gold tiaras to not use. I'll probably still hold on to it, that, you know, in the event that I say hit a boss that does fuddle and then I die, well, I'll re-equip and I'll put on the fuddle protection.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you will eventually run into Elena's team, and I don't know how
I already
good
have
their
a spare.
equipment is.
Oh.
No, I meant like the iron armor and all that stuff. I don't remember if they're all kitted out or not.
I think Kirill is already wearing it, and
I think
he's the only
I think
one
he's
who
fully
could.
up to speed. We'll see what happens once we get there.
I wonder what that priest they were talking about was.
Yeah.
I wonder who this guy is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that crown of bones guy gonna be? That's a
Hey, look,
reference.
a well.
That's a reference to a different stream.
Mm-hmm.
What's in this well?
Something! It's the second well that's worth it. Now we
Okay,
can
and
never
this might
go
be
down
the last
another
time I
well.
bring it up now, but in the original game, you had to search every spot around the well to find that stupid mini medal. It wasn't sparkling or anything like that. It's just there. How do you know it's there? You don't.
I'm gonna eat that seed.
Chomp chomp.
The saddest seed of
Well,
resilience.
you got 3 last time. It averages out.
That's how math works.
Yes, that's exactly how math works.
Is it?
Because a 50% chance and a 50% chance means 100% chance.
Yes. Let me tell you about 33 and a third. What's the fucking end of that?
I don't know.
I have no idea what you're... Wait, is there somebody sleeping in the back of this class?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Spell's doomed for you. If I could remember any of the names of the towns from this game.
Endor?
Actually, the obvious one would be Octagonia.
Yes.
Spell's doomed for you at Octagonia. Conrad Ilton is such a good fucking name.
Yes, we want to know this. This is old Yangus, is who this is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as I... Oh my god, this accent is immediately making me think of Yangus. Accidents. If we had Amigo Lupus, I would want his best rendition of Newbie's response to this test.
Just... What?
Is that good?
Use this when the time is right. Oh,
They've helpfully marked it on your world map.
neat.
Newbie believes in transcribing.
And again, in the
In the
original,
original,
game,
they
this
didn't put
was
it on
your...
the map.
No. It was just the world map.
Okay.
That's what you pulled up to look around.
You just showed you the world map.
And had a conspicuous point on the map
Hmm.
marked. Hmm? What?
I don't know. The way that I walked up, the best rooms got your name on.
I mean, they're in the town of trade. Of course they're going to be hawking their wares.
Yeah, they're advertising. It's advertising.
Stay
It's like in
wild.
Final Fantasy XII, all those people out front the criers and such.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
Oh my god, really? That's what you went with? In fairness, as soon as Crumb mentioned Final Fantasy XII, my voice immediately, unprompted, shouted, I'm Bosch von Franz.
So I legitimately just did that section in Record Keeper in the last stream. They don't make you play it, but they do that whole sequence. I don't think there's any text boxes, but there's definitely like fucking Vaughn running around, a bunch of groups just hopping up and down in the air.
God damn it, Vaughn.
I forgot until playing that the whole like premise behind that. Like why he even did that.
It's to embarrass.
No,
the
it's
Marquis
an
of
actually
Guillermo.
good idea.
Yeah.
Vaughn has good ideas in that game. He's just a brat.
Yeah.
He
Like,
is loud, but he's not dumb as such.
it's a good idea, but like then again, like the everything surrounding it is like
He's silly as hell.
it's like a 12 jump leap in logic that just actually works out. If I run around as a person that definitely doesn't look like Bosch and just say I'm Bosch, that'll get somebody's attention, right?
Hmm?
Right?
It's
Why did
not
this work?
it's not the worst idea, but I feel like it would have more likely ended with the Marquis men showing up and having a quick unfriendly word with you.
Possibly with a sword.
I mean, I feel like that's the sort of trouble Vaughn's used to.
Hello, Maya.
Seed of wisdom.
Oh,
You picked the correct person to give that to.
Biggie. Oh, hello.
Yeah. I saw them at the bottom of the screen as he just walked by. He's gone alone to locate medicines. I am concerning for her safety also. I love this dumb accent.
Oi.
Yep. Can you go find her for me? Great, I'll come with you.
As it turns
What?
out, Boria is not 100% on his ability to do this alone.
Oh,
Once he
yeah.
has a column of heavily armed persons accompanying him.
I am dubbed Boria.
Yep.
Oh, welcome back, Boria. I
Good to
have
see you, buddy.
So, remember when I mentioned that if you play female main character, that the parties are kind of split sex-wise to be kind of perfect? I don't know if you can not use the main character, but I will probably
Yes, you
cycle
can.
parties around.
You totally can use not the main character.
Yeah.
You can put
In the original version, it was a very bad idea because that's the only person you could control. But
Yeah,
in this
so
one, you can use whomever.
you would have
Well-
an entire party not listening to your orders.
However, your main character is also only level 12.
As is Boria.
It might not be a terrible idea to stick Boria in as opposed to one of the sisters. By the way, also, if they're in the wagon and you're on the overworld map, you get full experience. Everyone does. It's there's nothing for not being in the party.
Only on the overworld, though.
Yes.
I believe
you
in-
have it really comes down to if you have the wagon with you, everyone gets full experience.
I felt like I had to go talk to Boria because he just, like, ran off.
No, he just
Nope. He said I'm gonna jump in the wagon. Alright, so you see that big red X now?
Is that the treasure?
That's the treasure.
But first, what's this?
Oh, you found the shrine.
Oh, boy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hello!
Pokey means business.
Well, I don't... Whoa.
Remember you can access your actually
you can
now that you
hot
have 5
swap your
people.
party now.
You can hot swap your party members.
Like at the top level screen here. There is a button
what?
for that.
Yeah,
You
hit
can
party,
just have people jump into the wagon and
change
jump
one, and then click somebody and click on whoever you want to put in.
What?
in. Taloon, you're out. Boria, you're in. Let's do this thing.
Actually, though.
They're in your wagon. They're traveling. with
Old
you. There's
man
no
is
reason
frail.
you couldn't do that.
That's fair. Really, the 3rd and 4th spot are going to be getting hit almost the exact same amount.
Much like in Final Fantasy 1.
Well, in Final Fantasy 1, it is the exact same amount.
God, so much of the main character's portrait is taken up
Oh.
by a gargantuan hair.
Sizzle doesn't actually.
Sizzle
a
is
group.
Sizz. It's just one group. It's just a very powerful spell.
And then Bang
Well,
does all
it-
these.
They both only hit one group.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I mean.
Sizzle's just an upgraded form
Yes.
of Sizz. Bang hits everybody.
All right, what did you have? All right, you have Crackle. That's right. You got
Crackle,
that,
which
right
I
at
will
the
call
end.
Snowstorm a whole bunch.
Oh boy.
Double attacking enemies are starting to be a thing.
Welcome to Metal Scorpions.
Terrifying. Oh boy, right.
Borea also means business.
Forgot Borea's good.
Crackle is a very, very powerful spell.
All right.
Bang has its compensations, as we've seen, and she does get sizzle, so...
Well, yeah, but like,
In particular, each of the permanent party members in this game that occupy the same niche tend to subdivide the most important spells in the class between them.
Well, once again, Borea is more of a defensive mage, and Maya is more of an offensive mage. However, he does have a couple spells to supplement his offense, that being Crackle.
Yeah.
Don't expect him to learn tons of offensive spells, but he does have a couple to get him by. Maya, meanwhile, is the I'm going to burn everything to the ground mage.
by God, Torneko.
He was only level 10.
No. The 3 strength. Torneko's
yeah.
huge.
He gains a reasonable amount of stats across the board.
Empire to the southeast. I'm sure they're nice. All right, come back
Travel
here.
Gate Network's locked off.
Come back here with a key.
Yep.
Mhm.
Actually,
So
you know,
now that you've left, can you go right back in?
oh my God.
Yep. You saw it.
I'm like, what could I possibly need to go back in for? Dumb.
You know exactly what it's for.
It's a mini medal.
I'm not going to point all of these out mainly because I don't remember and I don't care, but that one I do remember because it's a jerk.
Yeah, there's nothing on this side.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do on the other side.
I'm actually going to real quick split a video.
Okay.
I recommend everybody.
You
as
found a
always-
party member.
Yeah, we
We
have
found 2 party members.
expanded our party quite considerably.